Hey guys, good morning. So it is March 26th. Ooh. And last night, according to my thermostat, the temperature got down to 44. That was the low. Right now, it looks like it's 48 degrees outside, but that's fine. I checked on all the plants. They're doing fine. The ones that are a little bit more cool hardy, I went ahead and put outside because it's supposed to get up to 60 to some degrees today. So that'll give everything a chance to kind of dry out a little bit. And since they're out there, I'll go ahead and fertilize them. Because after all that water, they probably do need a little bit of feeding. Some of the things actually look a little bit taller, like the Brussels sprouts. I think they grew like at least half an inch since they've been out there. I think it's just something about the rain, you know? So anyway, that's it for today. I'm off to church. Guys, it's Brooke here from the Vintage Gardener. Welcome back to my channel. So, it's actually cooling down. It's a little chilly and I'm out here sleeveless, which is not working very well. But I am going to be trying a little bit of an experiment. So I have planted some of my cool weather vegetables because we do have the cold night coming up, but I'm sure they're going to be better off in the ground than, you know, in little containers. So I went ahead and planted them. We got rain for 3 days, and so these containers are pretty soaked, so I didn't give them any additional water. But let me show you what I did. Guys, here are the carrots. Now, I started my carrots indoors. As you can see, they're actually quite large. I know people don't recommend that you start them indoors because there's concern that it will, how do they say it? Stump the root development. If I transplanted them really late, I probably would, but they haven't really started to develop the taproot, so got them in fairly early. These are the Brussels sprouts right here, and these right here are the leeks. With the blueberries, I'm actually gonna take these out. This root system isn't really that big, but I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna put them in, I have some additional grow bags. Taking up a lot of space in here, and I would really rather save this for the vegetables. The blueberries, if I put them in a container, most of them will be fine because they're smaller ones. And with the bigger ones, it'll keep their size in check, which is what I want. So I don't think the temperature is supposed to get like below 40 tonight, but I think tomorrow night it is. So they'll have tonight to kind of get settled in. I mean, I've been leaving them outdoors overnight and they've been fine. And like I said, I think being in the ground will survive much better. So this is just a few of what I have. I do have more Brussels sprouts and everything. So if this experiment doesn't work, it's not like I don't have extras, but I think that they will be fine. So I will come back in a few days to show you how I made out. So meanwhile, let me show you the strawberries. Okay guys, so here are the strawberries. These are the everbearing kind, and as you can see, they're putting on significant growth. These are the June bearing, and they're putting on some good growth. You know what? I have some June bearing crowns in there. I think I'm gonna pull them out and go ahead and pop them in here. They won't bear this year, but next year they'll be set. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And of course, I still haven't dug up those strawberries that are over there. I need to get those out of the ground before they really start taking off. I forgot, I planted the snap peas, so those will start growing up the trellis, and that'll be nice. So yeah, spring garden is starting. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, and what's today's date? March something. Hang on. Okay, it's March 29th. So I am going outside because according to the thermostat that I have, last night's temperature got down to 27, which is really cold. I did cover everything because I could see at a certain time it was registering as like barely above freezing. So I covered the stuff in the trays with some frost cloth last night. I used the 8-degree frost cloth, so we're gonna check on that. But let me check on the vegetables, because certain things that I had planted in the ground totally forgot to cover. And I guess it must have gotten cold because I do see some water right here that's frozen and it's solid. So okay, so I'm looking at the peas. Oh, hang on, let me just show you. Okay guys, so these are peas. Let's see if I can, and carrots. So let me open the gate and walk in here. Let me focus. Come on, focus the camera. Okay, so these are these back here are peas, and I think those are the magnolias, and these are the carrots. And so let me look at that. Let's see. Well, I don't see any frost damage on them. These are the Brussels sprouts, and they look fine. And these are the little leeks, and they look fine. And the blueberries seem to be doing okay. Let's look down here at the strawberries. Strawberries don't seem okay. So everything seems like it's doing okay. I probably should have, I should probably get some of those cloche things from Amazon to go over top. That's the winter sowing. They're fine. That's the garlic. They're fine. So let me just pull back this cloth to see whether or not what it did. The 8-degree cloth is supposed to keep it 8 degrees warmer, so basically if it was 27 it should have kept it at 35. So all right, well, I don't see, ooh, hang on, let me take that back. Oh, okay, I see frost damage on that. Oh, that's not gonna be good. What is this? Oh crap, it's the corn flour. I should have known better. I forgot this is out here, guys. The stalk looks okay. The lupine looks okay. Let's see. I see the yarrow. That looks okay. Shoot. You know what? It looks like there's some, I see water here. Shoot. Let me go down to this end. The lavender looks okay. The beard tongue was looking kind of rough anyway. I probably need to pop that up and bring that inside. See, the Lisianthus look okay, and so the feverfew. Okay, so it seems like everything made out. Tonight's supposed to be cold too, so I think what I'm gonna do is when the temperature warms up, I'm gonna take this off, and I think like maybe 3 o'clock I'll put it back on just to trap any warmth underneath it, because I did put it on kind of late last night. And let's see. Okay, this stuff is doing okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I think it's okay. But the corn flour, oh, I'll have to bring those individual things in. I forgot. They don't like it to be chilly at all. And what was the other thing? And the beard tongue, I'll pot those up. The leaves are damaged, but they'll, basically, as the plant grows bigger, it'll put out new leaves. I can just rip those off. Yeah, beard's tongue are extraordinarily fussy. I think I'm going to start treating them like a tender annual. But this is a good learning experience, so I know for next time. Okay, so remember that Craftsman leaf vacuum? I got it together. So I'm gonna go outside and try a little bit, because I noticed some peonies coming up and there's a lot of leaves and everything, and I'm afraid it's gonna get smothered. So let me go set this up and I'll show you the first section that I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so this is a section that I cleared a few weeks ago, and I'm sure the grass is probably dead under it, but I'm gonna get it done tonight. So we'll see how this works. This is a lot more powerful than the Black & Decker, so I feel like you should notice a big difference. Hopefully it won't clog as much. There's some bigger stuff in there that's I'm gonna pull out, but we're gonna see how this baby works tonight. I'm wearing a helmet and face shield just to make sure there's nothing that flies back in my face, so always be safe, guys. Okay guys, so that bag is getting heavy. It definitely works a lot better than the Craftsman. There were things it was sucking up that I know the Craftsman would have stalled on. So this section over here, I need to, first off, some of it is kind of wet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread it out so it dries out. So that way it doesn't clog the machine. And I'm gonna pull out the sticks. For right now, I actually need to empty the bag because it is pretty filled with leaves. Oh, hang on, can you see it? So yeah, it was starting to get really heavy. But hey, that's fine. It's picking up what it's supposed to. So, yeah, I think this is gonna work. Where's my bag of leaves? Oh, so here. Yeah, so this is gonna work. So I think what I'll do is I'll go through first in each section. I'll cut down and throw away all the sticks, although it can handle some sticks. I think, oh, you know what, now I remember, that's the section that I just went through with the hedge trimmers and just cut everything down rather than cut it back by hand like I did the other sections. And so it'll make it a lot easier. But yeah, so new tools are fun. So actually, you know what? I just realized I'm wearing regular gloves, not work gloves. So let me go ahead and empty this out and then I'll set the camera back up again. Okay guys, so I'm losing the light. So that's all I'm gonna get done today. So with the section that's outside of the parterre garden, I'm just gonna rake that out so the leaves will dry so that tomorrow I can get up and take care of that. And then I'm gonna pull up all the sticks because that's a big thing. But overall, I'm really happy. It only clogged once, and that was in that pile that's past the parterre garden because there were some really big, like almost sticks in there I didn't clean out. But aside from that, that was the only time it clogged. Sometimes I could tell that like it was chopping something a little bit larger, so I just kind of turned it off and then turned back on and it seemed to clear. But like the way with the Black & Decker, I was having to constantly stop and pull all the leaves, you know, or pull out the leaves and also kind of like stuff them down farther. I didn't have to do that with that one. This one doesn't seem to lose suction at all. Like the Black & Decker at certain points, I could tell lost suction. This one doesn't. So this was definitely worth the upgrade. I will never use the leaf blower function because I already have like 3 other leaf blowers. But yeah, this is for me. I think this is going to be a game changer in terms of cleaning up for fall. So the one thing I do need to do is I need to get a longer extension cord. I need a 100-foot one so I can get farther over this way and even over on that way. But aside from that, I'm very happy with it. So anyway, guys, stay tuned as I continue to clean up the garden. The face shield worked very well. It kept stuff from blowing into my face. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take care of this last section and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, good morning. It is like Thursday morning. March 30th, I think. Anyway, we got a lot of wind last night and it blew the frost cover off and I didn't realize it. So I was looking out the bathroom, realized it was off. So let me go see, did anything get damaged? Because according to my watch, the temperature got down to 31. I didn't look and see. Let me go see what the thermostat, the one I have outside, says. All right, guys, so everything looks okay. Wow. I'm not seeing any frost damage, anything. You know, that salvia is not looking good. I think I may need to bump it up into a larger pot. Oh, that beard's tongue. Let me bring that in. Yeah, because that does not look good. I'll rehab that inside. So yeah, so the beard's tongue and the salvia. All right, let me bring those two in. work on those 2 today, but everything else is looking pretty good. So disaster averted. Tonight, I'll make sure I put like some bricks or something down to make sure it doesn't fly over off. So see you guys later. Okay guys, so I'm looking at the salvia. There's going to be some significant dieback. I can tell some of the leaves are definitely frozen. I'm really surprised because when I planted these are perennial. They're actually perennial to a lower zone than mine. But once again, I don't know when that frost cloth got blown off. But everything else outside, the leaves are fine. And actually, I'm looking at the beard's tongue right now. Oh, that's the cup and saucer vine, guys. Oh, this is the basil. Yeah, this has got some frost damage. That's why some of these leaves look like that. I think I'm just gonna pull them off. They'll look nasty for a little bit, but then they'll rebound. But even like the spear tongue, like when I'm feeling the leaves actually are, I mean, they're damaged from what I did before. But in terms of the actual leaf, they're not frozen. There's a certain way frozen leaves feel. So this actually looks worse than it is, but that salvia is not. The other concern is that the centers of those salvias are yellow with chlorosis. So I think that's a nutrient deficiency, and I do fertilize them. So I know what I think I'm just gonna pop these, like once the leaves die back, I'm gonna cut it back, the dead leaves off, and I'm gonna pop these up to a bigger container and go from there. Okay guys, so as you can see, I spread the leaves out last night. I got a couple of big sticks to get out, but for the most part, I think this is small enough that I should be able to suck all this up tonight. So I'll clean this up. I know the grass under it is yellow. It'll recover. That's just from lack of light. So I did that bed tonight. I'll do all of this out here in this bed, and then I'll start the middle sections, and yeah. So slowly but surely. But let me stop the video because I just realized I need to film another segment. Oh, and hey guys, so I started getting some up last night. It was dark, so I stopped, but I know, look what I did to my grass. But it's sucking up everything very well, the Craftsman. Let me show you the leaves themselves, because I think the Craftsman did actually a much better job of mulching the leaves than the Black & Decker. So this is what the Craftsman looks like. Very, very fine. I can't dig down to the very bottom of it, but as you can see, like from right here, this is like the one I use when I use the Black & Decker. These are the leaves that are down here. As you can see, it's much bigger chunks. So it definitely does it finer than the Black & Decker. The nice thing was that it handled sticks very well. I mean, some of the stuff that was in there was kind of chunky, and it just, I mean, the sound changed, but there was only one time that I had to really stop the machine where it got clogged. And that's just because I stuck it in a whole pile of leaves, which I shouldn't have done. So basically I just kind of wipe it back and forth across the top, and it sucks up everything. And yeah, so it works really, really well. So I'm really, really happy with that purchase. So if I remember correctly, I think it was like $89 at Lowe's, and I think it was worth every bit of money. I decided, this is the first year Craftsman has had that. I liked the Black & Decker when I first got it, and I didn't see, the only other leaf vacuums I saw were the gas ones that were a lot more expensive, and I just don't have enough land for that. I got the Works leaf mulcher, which, don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like that, because I do, and it certainly works better than the Black & Decker. The thing with the Works one that I have is that basically you kind of blow everything in the pile and you have to kind of pick it up, put it in, pick it up, put it in. And so there's just a lot of bending. That one was really nice because you just walked around. I mean, granted, it does get heavy, especially once the bag goes, but I feel like it's less steps because you don't have to gather everything and then suck it down. It's kind of like the way what I did with the Black & Decker, where I just cut the big sticks, put, and bagged those, and then just walked around, with it. Last year with getting those leaves out, it was like I had to get it out of the bed, and then I had to kind of like, rake it around. And so I think it took much longer to do the cleanup. So I'll keep an eye. I should probably do a timer just to see how long it goes, but I definitely think I'm saving a lot of time by using the Craftsman Lawn Vacuum. So for those of you guys who are interested in getting one, I would definitely get it. And for $89, I don't think you can beat that with a stick. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.